pose off. We got a happy birthday sing-along. Maybe now we get a one-on-one contest here, live on Title Match Network. The referee making sure both men are ready. All right, well, there's the bout, and finally we can get things going. The wild card, Jay Spade and young gun Chandler Hopkins, two very evenly matched competitors. As Jay Spade finally has been posturing and gesturing, Chandler Hopkins finally get this match done, and only after the bell rings does Jay Spade want to roll to the outside and I guess get a bit of a warm-up here before things get going. You see Chandler Hopkins mocking the wild card on the outside. These two getting some stretches done. Chandler Hopkins just laying flat in the middle of the ring. Let's see if he's this is maybe a trap, a lure in for Jay Spade. Takes the bait, goes for the cover, and Chandler Hopkins immediately pops up and goes to the side headlock. Jay Spade saying, you can hear him saying he thought he had it. Chandler Hopkins having a lot of fun here tonight, returning to Hurricane Pro Wrestling. Hopkins has earned a lot of love from the fans here. You gotta believe that Jay Spade, someone with his look, his athleticism, and the success he's had at Hurricane Pro thus far, this crowd might have been behind Jay Spade before the young gun Chandler Hopkins came out, who's quickly become one of the fan favorites here at Hurricane Pro Wrestling. It'll be very interesting to see how these two very evenly matched superstars combat one another. As you see Chandler Hopkins slips out of that side headlock and immediately reverses into a hold of his own. Chandler Hopkins having a lot of fun at the expense of the wild card here so far. These two men known for their great athleticism, their high-flying ability, but both are well-versed in their mat game as well. Two wrestlers that can really come at you in so many different strategies, so many different styles. As you see, that's athleticism right on display right there from Hopkins. With another quick takedown to the wild card Jay Spade. Chess game, these two superstars feeling each other out. The first time ever matchup between Hopkins and Spade. This contest was supposed to happen at the last Hurricane Pro event. We're finally getting it here tonight. A very anticipated competition here between these two. And my God, look at the athleticism of Hopkins hopping up right on the shoulders of Spade, who sends him all the way to the outside. And here comes Hopkins! Young gun, Tope Suicida. Chandler Hopkins taking the wild card down on the outside. This has been all Chandler Hopkins since before the bell even rang. Does the young gun have the wild card's number? Jay Spade in a bad way in the corner. Chandler Hopkins has him measured. Big forearm right to the face. Now Spade pushing Hopkins away, asking the referee to check, saying there's something wrong. The referee backing up Hopkins, check on Jay Spade. I hate to see if there's something wrong here. I hate for this match to be stopped due to injury here. Now wait a minute, Jay Spade! Referee backing up Hopkins. Hopkins, this moment he turned his back to Jay Spade, the wild card, took advantage, bringing the fight, who's now seemingly fine. Jay Spade realized that he was on the ropes, needed to find an advantage here, and he took it where he could. Dropping Hopkins right down. Here's the cover here. 2 count only. Not a lot of body on body. Spade hooking that far leg with that draping cover. Jay Spade, one of the most talented, capable athletes in the game today. He has been splitting a lot of his time and attention with the new hit drama series Heels. Season 1 available on Starz, a new season, second season of Heels coming in early October coming soon. Jay Spade sees the bright lights of Hollywood. Is that taking his eyes off the game for his professional wrestling career? Looking at him right now, I don't think so. A former Wildcat Sports heavyweight champion, a very capable athlete. I guess I believe he might be frustrated with the answer to Chandler Hopkins. The fun and games are over now. It's a big vertical suplex onto the young gun from Jay Spade, who's now mocking the fans. Cover here again. The wild card, that moniker, comes from the fact that Jay Spade believes he can come at you in so many different ways. It doesn't matter what you throw at the wild card, he's got an answer for it. Does he have an answer for Chandler Hopkins? Waistlock here. Catches Hopkins, was trying to get out of that. Swing and a miss, got into a backbreaker here. God. Again, here's a much tighter cover here. The crowd saying that might have been three. It became very, very close. A deliberate paced count from the referee in this contest. Jay Spade immediately keeping that pressure on Chandler Hopkins, driving that knee right in the back, focusing all that attention on the back of the young gun, is the wild card Jay Spade. We are live here on Title Match Network in Ford Park for Hurricane Pro Wrestling. Here in Beaumont, Texas, the home of Hurricane Pro, trying to get behind the young gun Chandler Hopkins. As you see the wild card Jay Spade arguing with the referee, cutting off all the momentum that Hopkins was trying to build here. And now pulling on the throw in the face. Those forearms right to the chest of Hopkins, using the middle rope as an advantage, which is pushing the rules of the referee, getting in the face. Jay Spade has until 5 count, broke on 4, sends Hopkins all the way to the outside. Calculated attack from Jay Spade. He's getting in the face of the fans here at ringside. He needs to get his attention back on the young gun Spade. And look at that. Chandler Hopkins got that reprieve and took advantage of it, sending Jay Spade face first into that ring post at ringside. Giving Chandler Hopkins a bit of a breather here, try to collect himself from that offensive flurry from Spade. Lining up the chest of the wild card on the outside here. Now Chandler Hopkins feeling that momentum. Once he gets going, there's not many men that are able to slow down Chandler Hopkins. We were this close to having Chandler Hopkins as our new Hurricane Pro Heavyweight Champion. He came close, but he was not able to sink the basket. Is he going to build back to that position? If he gets a win over Jay Spade here tonight, he might be back in that conversation. We're talking about in that conversation, you got to talk also about the wild card Jay Spade, who drives his head right into the chin of Chandler Hopkins here. Neck breaker. Got these vicious strikes to the midsection from Jay Spade here. Just when you think you've got Jay Spade figured out, he changes up the game plan and sees Chandler Hopkins returning that same offense to Jay Spade. And as I mentioned before, these two so evenly matched. Experience, their mental game, their approach, and strategy. And there Hopkins sending Spade post to post to post. Thought we were going to get another one, but Jay Spade says not today. Wildcard, just Jay Spade looking for another vertical suplex. Chandler Hopkins able to block it. These two jockeying for position here. God, again, so evenly matched. God! Soul connection. Heel meet face. Jay Spade just took out the young gun Chandler Hopkins, but he needs to be going for the cover instead of turning his attention to the fans. Jay Spade frustrated. These fans have gotten behind Chandler Hopkins as opposed to behind the wild card. But maybe Jay Spade just setting Chandler Hopkins up for one more big move and put away young gun Chandler Hopkins, but Chandler had him scouted. And look at that kip up from the young gun. The modern day Billy the Kid comes charging in on the Jay Spade. And a suplex of his own. God maintains control, turns him inside out. Oh, no, but Jay Spade reverses. High risk. Big uppercut in the corner. That high energy, high athletic style sometimes pays dividends. Sometimes you crash and burn, and Chandler Hopkins paid for it here. And just like that, Jay Spade is back in control. And again, Hopkins is now measured. Jay Spade looking to connect one or two big moves together. Another big uppercut there. Now the wild card saying that it's over. Another big throw, smashing him into that corner. That momentum. That throw send even Jay Spade down to the mat. Comes charging in and got Hopkins at the very last moment able to get out of the way. Back and forth we go, and oh my God! Chandler Hopkins got caught with the royal flush. Is that enough? Oh my God, ring awareness from Hopkins grabbing the bottom rope. That royal flush has won Jay Spade many a match. I can't think of anybody that's ever kicked out of the royal flush. Hopkins didn't have to. He grabbed that bottom rope, forcing the break. We'll never know if that was 3 or not. And Jay Spade cannot believe it. He hit maybe his best move. Now this crowd getting in the face of Jay Spade chanting cowboy at the wild card. Chandler Hopkins has been playing his cards right so far. But Jay Spade saying now it's all over. No, wait a minute, Hopkins reverses it. Spade is in the drop zone. And the young gun is going up top. Looking to connect with that shooting Lone Star press. And that's it. As beautiful as it is devastating, that shooting star press off the top rope, a huge victory for young gun Chandler Hopkins. The cowboy played his cards right. The wild card, Jay Spade, gave a great effort and seemingly had this match won after that royal flush connected.